it's going.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, like
I didn't know this nigga Danny Towers was signed to Rolling Loud.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know Rolling Loud signed people.
Yeah. Rolling Loud's been signing people. Rolling Loud like signed like Wi-Fi and stuff already.
Yeah.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You are now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. It is the Florida Vibe Directory. I do go by the name of Gabe Avelli. I will be your host. And, of course, we got the man in the booth, Young Cool Hands, motherfucking Luke in the building. And today we got a pioneer in the South Florida content scene, one of the first people capturing things, has interviewed some of your favorite artists very early. We got the legend in the building, Mars3 motherfucking Times.
Yo, what's up? Yo, can we turn that TV on right there?
Of course.
My bad.
How you feeling, my G?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little high, but I'm feeling good.
And what you was smoking, like a dab, a joint, pen?
No, I smoked a couple joints on the way over here.
Nice.
I work at a dispensary, so I just, buy some weed when I get off of work and then,
They give you like a good discount?
oh, crazy discount. I get like 40% off.
Sheesh.
It's dope.
Now, the dispensary game is getting competitive now because I be seeing they have like 3.5s, like 25, 30 and shit. They
Yeah.
coming for the streets.
No, they have, bro, they got crazy prices.
And now they're even up in the,
Bro, and they got like they have like concentrates. It's just a whole different level. And like I don't know, I don't trust concentrates like from the streets.
that's the white shit.
No, like just like
You know what I'm talking about though, right? It's like,
it's rosin. You talking about rosin?
I don't know what it's called, but it looked like crack.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
some weed shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that shit is different. I smoked that shit once and I was like, yeah, I can't do this shit no more. I'm going to just stick to the regular weed. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. But so everything good though? You feeling good?
I feel good.
That's what's up. So I mean, I guess we'll start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Talk about your early life a bit. How did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
I grew up. I was born in Hialeah, like the Hialeah Hospital. I grew up in my grandma's house, like in between grandparents' house, like because I guess my parents didn't have a house when I was when I was like 5 or whatever.
Mhm.
But I grew up in between like both my grandparents' house. My parents would go to work and shit, and just like hang out at my grandma's house with like my cousins and shit. And I guess yeah, I mean, and then like I don't know, around like 10 or 12 I moved to Pines, and then I grew up in Pines. I went to school in Pines, you know.
What part of Hines? Like West Pines or?
Yeah, West Pines.
Okay.
West Pines. Like West Pines be crazy.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely know about that. That's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I was in school. But
Yeah.
I went to MacArthur type shit. So I'm
Where's
like,
MacArthur?
It's like I guess you would say like in the middle of, it's Hollywood. So it's like West Hollywood.
Okay.
So let's say before like Pembroke Lakes Mall.
Before Pembroke Lakes?
Like
Mall?
let's say in between Pembroke Lakes Mall and Hollywood Beach.
Okay.
That middle area.
Okay, on the right?
Yeah, that's like our area, like
Yeah, okay.
Hollywood, Pines Village,
Yeah.
all that shit. You know?
Okay, yeah, I think I know that area now.
Damn, that's crazy though, because you brought up the West Pines we crazy, and like a lot of legends came from that shit,
Yeah.
right?
Those are my homeboys too. Like shout out to the league. Like those are my homies. I actually lived with the dude who produced that song.
Yeah.
I lived with him in LA for like I was in LA for like 3 years, but I lived with him for like a year and a half. Shout out
And
to him.
what year was that shit came out?
The league stuff?
Yeah.
That was like 2012, 2013, I think.
Sheesh.
Shit was dumb early. Like that was like even like that was like around the Raider Clan stuff happening.
Right.
That was like when that was going on.
So before we get to that though, so what was like your first like things that you found that like got you into like hip hop culture and things like that?
The first thing that got me into hip hop culture, I think it was like one of my neighbors. Like he showed me like Big L when I was like super young, and I would like up until that point I was like only listening to like the music that my dad showed me. Like so it was just a lot of like alternative rock, like Blink-182 and like Sum 41, like all those alternative rock bands
From that time.
Yeah, from that era. And then my neighbor showed me Big L, and then I guess I fell in love with like rap music. And he showed me like the Big L freestyles with him and Jay-Z and shit.
Legendary shit.
Just all like the old stuff, and like I got like super into it. And then like I guess like moving forward a little bit, there was a website back in the day called Let's Beef.
Damn, how have I never heard of that?
And it was like,
Is it where people would like
you like
type and Natalie? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I would just go on there sometimes and like troll,
Yeah.
And I don't even know why I brought that up. I literally have no idea.
It's one of those things that's very important though, because it's like it shows like how much there was love for like
Yeah, there was a lot of
hip-hop
cool
at that
stuff.
time,
There was
you
like
know
a
what I
lot of cool like low key stuff going on back then.
So originally, like you got into entertainment, it was through music videos, right?
Yeah. I used to shoot music videos.
So how did that all come about?
That started me and my friend Evan. We were like skateboarding, and then like he started editing. Like he was always like with the camera, so he was like filming and the videos, and then he started editing them. And then off of that, like he bought like a DSLR camera, and I was like, yo, you should shoot a music video. And he's like, who should I shoot a music video for? And damn, around like that same time is like when all the shows started happening, like popping up. Like it was West Side Plague. I don't know if you know, but West Side Plague was.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Yeah.
Yeah, you just unlocked the memory.
Yeah. So it was West Side Plague, and that's like some obscure shit that nobody's gonna know.
Nah, trust me.
But it was West Side Plague, and I met I saw Young Simi there, and I gave Young Simi a T-shirt because I was also doing clothes back in the day too.
Under the Mars brand? Or
Yeah, under the Mars brand. I was doing clothes. So I gave Simi a shirt, and then I saw Nell outside, and I was like, yo, what's up, dog? You're Nell? And he's like, yeah, because like Nell was like my favorite in Raider Clan at that time.
This is like before he got locked up and shit, right?
Yeah. This is bro. This is super early. This is like fucking 2012. I don't know when West Side Plague was, but it was.
Sounds about right.
It was a long time ago. So yeah, it was before he went to jail and shit. He was free, and he was out, and and yeah. And then I don't remember how, but we ended up shooting a video for Nell. Like I just set it up, and then we ended up shooting a video for Nell. And then he edited it, and then boom. And then from there, I started shooting my own videos because I ended up getting a camera, and I started shooting my own videos. And then
like for your homies or for like yourself, actually?
I was just like friends with everybody who was rapping at that time. So I was just like whoever wanted a video. Like I remember, I don't know, you know Ja? Ja Raw?
I gotta
The
see.
Nobodies?
No.
Well, whatever. I was fucking with like a group. They were called the Nobodies, and my homie Ja, and I don't know, like his shit was just like he just had like super like dope music, and it was like super weird.
You met the fucking rapper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like something about like his music was just like I was able to just do it. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
And then you just started doing his videos.
I did a couple of his videos, and like and then off of that, people started hitting me up, and I started like promoting that I was doing it.
And charging and shit.
Yeah,
a little bit of money.
The thing is like that shit's so hard to get like what you think you deserve, and then like the thing is too is I don't know, man. I wasn't.
Honestly, I feel like that's one of the hardest parts about being an entertainer in like that early stage, is like you said, like finding that medium to like, yo, I'm worth this, and I'm not going any under. Because at the end of the day, I feel like you want to always take in new business. 2, you want to be busy doing what you want to do type shit. But it's like you don't want to sit here and lowball yourself, because it's like, how many fucking $100 videos could you do? Like, it's a lot.
You can do a lot. You can do a fucking lot.
So, how many years were you doing videos actively?
Actively, I want to say 3, probably like 2015 to 2018. That's like kind of what I want to say.
So when did
maybe a little longer, maybe a little before, I don't know.
And when did you start making like the pivot to doing content and like
the interviews?
Yeah, like interviewing people.
The interviews started in 2015, no, hold on. I think the interview started in 2018. I have no idea though. I'm like trying to think when I started it, but maybe 2018, yeah.
Are they all up? We could check.
No, they're not. They're not all up.
Damn.
Because I was on at first I started it. I started doing it with my friend Keem. He runs the New Miami.
Okay.
So I was doing it with him through the New Miami at first, but then I moved to California and I got a couple opportunities and I started my own channel.
Right.
And yeah, and that's when I made the switch and I brought all the ones that I wanted to bring over from my old channel to the new channel.
So when you first started doing interviews, who was like the first artist that you actually did an interview with?
The first person I interviewed was this dude named Shadbop. He's rapping now, I think, still too. But it was really just like he's really just like one of my homies who raps, Drew Sways.
I was gonna say, because that's the first time
Yeah.
I ever seen you do an interview, was the Drew interview.
Yeah, that was a controversial interview.
It was like a lot of like shit had stemmed off of that, right?
Drew was talking a lot of shit.
But Drew, that was like what his
For
kinda,
no reason.
Yeah, that was kind of what his MO was at the time, right?
I mean, yeah, but like it was just for no reason. It was just completely uncalled for.
Which normally, as an interviewer, you would have the opposite reaction because that's only going to benefit your platform.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? In the moment, I was like, oh, this is dope. But like in hindsight, I'm like, oh, that shit's like embarrassing. Like I almost don't even want to have it up. I don't even know if that interview's up anymore.
But what was like some of the things that he said that like triggered people? Like if you could remember.
He was just talking mad shit, dude. He was saying he was talking shit about Lil Pump and Smoke Perp, and then he started saying like wild, crazy, like disrespectful things about Busy Crook. It was just
Busy Crook?
yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, and it was just a bad look. It was just a bad look, and I wish I didn't do that. You know,
Because it made you look like.
it made me look crazy. And then you know, and then years down the line, you know, I had a conversation with Busy Crook, and we did an interview in L.A. And like you know, we talked about it, but like you know, briefly, like you know,
Yeah.
it's just like
'Cause I'm sure
and
he
I
wasn't,
apologize.
like- yeah,
he
I'm
wasn't
sure-
mad at me
yeah.
at all, but it just I feel bad. You know, just in hindsight.
And I mean, all those good luck guys, they always been really cool guys. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, because that's the first time I ever seen it. I seen it was on Twitter. And I seen and like Drew was talking about how he like loves John Cena and shit. And like, you know, that because that's how me and Drew connected though. It's
Yeah.
like we found out we were like wrestling fans and shit. And through that, it's like we got like tight. But so from there, it's like it started with that. The controversy comes and then you kind of realize you have to do something different at that time. Or you just like
What do you mean?
like you were like, I can't do these type of interviews.
Oh no, the Drew interview was like way down the line. So I did Shad Bop first when that was just one of Drew's friends. And then you know I just started doing just people that fucking were in the scene that I was like thought were making cool stuff at the time, I guess. And then you know it just like you know it was like I forget who was number 2, but you know
Hey.
I have no idea.
So before we go kind of more down that, you know, trail of like, you know, the timeline of, you know, you doing interviews, describe the scene kind of like, you know, South Florida
Oh, it
around
was-
that 2015,
It was
16 time
dope.
for the
it was
people
so
that,
healthy. It was just there was a show every weekend and it was just amazing.
Bro, my favorite events though from back in the day was the Enter the Voids.
Yeah,
The Voids?
just the fact that we had the Void was just ridiculous.
Bro, I
Like,
used to love
it was
the
yo,
events.
It was amazing. It was unreal. It was like, and like I feel like the economy was like different. Like bro, there was more money. It was just dude. It was a different time.
Fucking 40-ounce van throwing a party every weekend over here. And
It was
all types
insane.
of dope shit.
It was so dope. It was healthy and like people were like, I don't know, like I mean,
What's one of the biggest differences that you see from then to today?
I can't even say that without sounding like a fucking old person. Like I'm just old now. I think that's what it is. I think that's the biggest difference.
So it
I'm
doesn't
not-
like hit as much.
I'm just not like as excited to get wasted and just I don't know. I used to fucking get so drunk and just go to shows and fucking just talk to people. I'd like try to I'd go to the Void sometimes and I'd be like, yo, let me see how many people I can introduce myself to tonight. And I would just play the numbers game.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I would literally like sit at the door and pretend I was working the door. Not even like take people's money, just you know, just pretend I'm at the
Quick
door.
pat down like you.
Not even just sit there and just be like, what's up? Just like greet everybody like the Walmart greeter
Hey,
at the front of the Void.
It's a good way to network.
that's a great way to network actually.
I'm just I mean it was literally at that point I was just playing a numbers game.
Because I feel like at that time, a lot of people like nowadays. I feel like people don't go out and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna talk to this many people today."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
just go out and they're like, "Yo, I'm gonna smoke my weed right here, stand in the corner, and as soon as my performance is done, I'm gonna clap up the promoter and I'm leaving." Like
Yeah.
it's like it's different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like before, it's like people would stay throughout the whole show.
No, I don't think so. I think it's always been like it's
That type of culture.
always been like that. It's never I don't
think
know.
it always depended on the show.
Even like no, I think even like before I was even in this like scene you want to call it, like I've been going to like rap shows for a while because I've had other friends that have like rapped like before because like I'm a little older, so I've been going to shows and it's always dope, always and forever. It's like if you once you perform, you clear it and all your people clear it. Like that's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Yeah.
Nobody cares unless it's somebody dope, you know, unless it's fucking Lil Wayne or something.
That
you
you're
know?
waiting for or some
Yeah.
shit like that. That's why it's like I like.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, rock shows are a little different though.
Rock shows are a little different, and the culture down here on the rock shows are fucking dope.
It's like budding too. It's like it's growth.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Well, it's in the most supportive phase. So if you go to those shows, you get that vibe of like, oh yeah, no, this is like a community of people because it's still small. As soon as it grows, it will be
it's like
tarnished.
also though, if you want to see what like the South Florida rap scene was like in 2015, 2016, go to a fucking rock show, and that's what it was like.
True.
It was like that.
Exactly. Yeah, your nihilism is rubbing off on me.
So going back there, so after you did your first couple of rounds of interviews, what was like the first interview that you did that you were like, all right, like this is like some shit that I need to take serious?
Oh, dude, you know what's crazy is I still don't even feel like that. I still don't even feel like that. I haven't had that. You know, maybe there was like moments in a couple that I was like really proud of, but maybe like I can't even think right now. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know if I should just say like one of the ones that I thought I did good on, or like one of the milestone ones that I was like super excited about.
Give me one of each.
Like one that I think I did good on is just like a super old one. It's not even out anymore. It's like a Kid Adams interview I did a long time ago with Kid Adams. And I don't know. I think I just did like, I just felt right at that point. Like I felt like I did a good interview. And then like a dope milestone was I did Iceberg. I interviewed Iceberg. That shit was fucking insane. And that was like the first one that like people like I knew growing up were like excited about. They're like, oh my God,
I remember when
Iceberg?
I remember when that one came out. I seen it also on Twitter.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I mean that one was special, man, because that, like I said, that was the first one that people that like, and I know, you know, because like it's like you do this, but like people you like know in real life don't give a fuck about what you're doing. So like
they're the last people that are.
Yeah.
They're the last people that.
And that was the first one that those people were like, yo, you interviewed Iceberg, you know, like
That's lit.
You know what I mean? So
how did that interview come about? Like
that was all Keem. Shout out to Keem.
because you did it at the Lifehouse store.
Yeah, that was all Keem. I guess he has a relationship with Iceberg, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Keem and shout out to the New Miami, because he has a relationship with Iceberg, and that was just an opportunity that he was able to create for me. So shout out to Keem.
That's dope. Now that is a real milestone.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those things that it's like a lot of people, like I feel like on our side of things, don't really get to hear those stories.
Yeah,
so
and it's funny too because it's like it's Iceberg too. So Iceberg is such like an interesting artist because like nobody knows who Iceberg is, but like he's such a big deal down here.
Right.
But nobody knows who he is. Like that interview means nothing to anybody who lives in LA.
Right.
You know, like so it's just funny. Iceberg, and it's just like such a big deal. Like because all my friends knew who that was. And, like, it's all my friends who don't care about, like, me doing interviews, you know?
Yeah, no, if I said we were about to get Iceberg, Gabe would lose his shit.
I'd be pretty excited to interview Iceberg, that's for sure. It's funny, though, that you mentioned that because I feel like when it comes to your closest people, they're never going to watch your shit.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't hold
And you
them.
know what's crazy is they might. If it ever becomes important enough, they might.
And the thing is, I don't hold it to them. Because at the end of the day, I tell them like this. I want people to support us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, when am I going to sit here and dwell about, oh, my cousin don't watch my last interview? Like, bro, I don't, like, at the end of the day, I don't care because if this shit goes crazy, you're the first person that's coming with me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
They'll pay attention eventually.
Right.
It'll be like, they'll have
So, moving forward, like, so after the Iceberg interview, that's when, like, you decided to go to LA? Like,
No.
Around that time? Or
No, those two things are completely fucking not correlated at all. And I'm not even, bro, my mind is so, like, shot that, like, I can't even remember, really. So, Iceberg was, like, 28. And then, fuck, I don't even know, dude. I have literally no idea. And all the interviews are down, so I can't even, like, look at them to, like, even give you, like, a timeline in my head.
So,
But
Why is that actually?
why is that?
Yeah, that
a
certain
lot
ones
of
are down.
Yeah.
Oh, because Keem took him down.
Oh, so those were on the previous platform before.
Yeah.
Mars
Keem took him down.
Gotcha.
For whatever reason. I don't know why.
And he just, like, wouldn't let you, like...
Yeah, he won't give him to me. He's holding him hostage.
So he has them.
Yeah, he has a Ruben Slick interview that I'm trying to get a hold of, but
Wow.
he won't answer my text. Like, he's ghosted me completely.
Wow.
It's
Keem,
crazy.
you know what to do, my boy. And we need the content.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's wild. But it is what it is.
Now, how many times have you been in, like, situations where, like, you've done an interview and, like, lost it or, like, you know, maybe...
Oh, a few times. Sometimes I'm like, I purposely lose it. Sometimes I'm, like, not careful on purpose, you know, because they, like, the person does something that pisses me off.
Right.
Like, I don't know if he told you, but, like, I'm, like, super, like, my biggest pet peeve is being late.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he told you, but I was planning on being late because I work in West Palm Beach. So
Okay.
it's like, bro, it takes so long to get over there. So I was like, bro, I'm for sure going to be late. There's no way I get here on time. And like that, but like, bro, I drove so fast because like, it's literally my biggest pet peeve. So I'm sorry. I just went on a tangent.
No, you're good. You're good. Because, like...
You asked me about,
It's relevant.
Yeah, it's very
you asked
relevant.
me about, what did you ask me?
Losing files or...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
losing interviews and things like
How often? I've never lost an important one. I've never lost an
Damn,
important
everybody who never got theirs posted just went, oh.
Like the motherfucker.
one. Yeah, which sucks too because if like somebody that like I interviewed and it never came out blows up, I'm gonna be like trying to get an interview and it's just not gonna work.
Nah, you know they'll hold you down.
Yeah, for the record, everyone that we've lost was an accident, guys.
Yeah.
All right? No bad will.
Nah, and if we lost it, we gonna reschedule you. Just know.
I have though, but what has happened though is I've lost some audios, but like like sometimes the video like is salvageable, just like the audio from the video.
Hey, let's go loss for loss, man. What do you got? What's your worst loss?
Probably the audio for Ronnie J. I did
Oh,
a Ronnie
shit.
J interview and I lost the audio.
The audio
I didn't lose it.
specifically?
I never started recording it, and I had all the equipment. I never just hit record.
Wow.
Did you end up like?
I used the fucking audio footage from my iPhone.
Fuck it.
So you?
We were at the Rolling Loud studio. We were at the Rolling Loud studio, so like it's like soundproof, so it sounded okay.
So you had a backup iPhone going though.
Yeah, I mean, I always like when I wasn't doing the interviews here, I was just filming them off my iPhone, so it was always just recording the audio, and I would have
Separate audio.
yeah, like a separate audio.
Well, I mean, the new AI tools would clean up that audio real nice.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
So,
Time for a re-release.
right?
Remastered version.
To be fair, my worst was fucking the Afro Man interview.
Yeah.
I lost the first like 2 hours of that.
Yeah, that
Video.
that was wild.
Had the audio.
The
You guys did an Afro Man interview?
Yeah.
He was in town or something, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like through
He does
mutual
a lot of
through-
cannabis fests and things like that.
So through a friend, like we actually got to like link up with him and shit.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, no, he's super cool too. Like,
Wait, and you lost it?
The
So it's not released?
So I was the host and I had a sit-in producer
Yeah.
in my seat, but it's not someone who produces regularly.
Yeah.
So they're not in tune with everything that's happening
Oh, man,
production-wise.
Dude,
And so
could you ever? I have a question. Could you ever sit over here? Like, could you ever sit over here and just like not sit over there?
I do it regularly. I have a podcast.
So you could just sit over here and not
I
worry
mean, it's
about.
a nightmare.
Can you-
That's my tech.
Yeah.
When I do that, and
Yeah.
it's tough, man. We lost the last 2 shows, I think.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've been fucking up.
Yeah. I could probably never trust you after that.
I show up to work though.
He's got a train, bruv. I got nobody else.
Damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, no, that one was a real dope one that we did. Like,
That's sick. That's out. I could watch that.
yeah,
Yeah,
go home
the
and watch
last 45 minutes of it, video is available, and then the full 3 hours is available in audio.
Yep. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and run that up for sure.
That's fucking sick as fuck.
We freestyled with him.
Did you ask him like the juicy questions?
Well, it was right after the police raided his house.
No way.
So he was going viral because of that also at the time. It was very clean.
Yeah, it was like right after he did the Vlad interview and all that shit. So
Damn, that's fucking dope.
yeah, it was crazy timing.
That's fucking crazy good. That's a dope one.
It's crazy timing.
Thank you.
That's a fucking.
That means a lot coming from
That's
you.
a dope one.
Facts.
That's sick. That's fucking. Because that's another one that people would be like, "Well, you interviewed Afro Man." Like, I could tell anybody I interviewed Afro Man, and they'd be impressed.
Yeah,
Like like a lot of the people that I've interviewed, only certain kind of people are impressed. Like
I know what you mean.
there's only like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I know exactly what you
Hey
mean.
man, you have a single video with more views than all of ours combined.
Right.
that doesn't mean
Let-
anything. That doesn't mean anything. It really means
No,
nothing.
it does speak to the influence of those artists.
Yeah, that's all it speaks to though.
So I mean,
means something.
speaking of the influence of an artist, let's talk about the X interview. How did that come about?
So me and X were actually like I was telling you earlier. X used to just be like a random kid at a show. He wasn't always X. I mean, he was always X, but he wasn't like always like. I don't know. It wasn't always like this like larger than life thing.
That everybody was gravitating towards.
Yeah. Like, bro, I remember one time I was at a show at Pulse, and I was just always there early because I was just like a part of the scene, I guess, and like taking pictures and taking videos. So I was always just there early, and Ski was like, yo, Mars, come here. And we went outside. He's like, look how many white fans I have. And it was just like a group of like white kids standing outside waiting for him. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It was crazy too, because he like said what's up to me like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, dog, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, he was probably zanned out or something, and he just didn't remember he said what's up to me, because every time he see me, he was like, yo, Mars, what's up? But yeah, they're just kids at shows, and that's how I met X. And then from that, like, me and him were just like cool for a really long time, and then he went to jail. He started blowing up, and then he got out of jail, I guess, for a week before he went like back into jail. He got out of jail for like a week. And he called me, dude. I remember he called me. He's like, "Yo, Mars, what's up?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I have chills just thinking about it. He's like, "Yo, you want to do an interview?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." Because up until that point, I was mentioning him in every interview because he was like such a big like relevant thing that was happening.
So this is like peak Look at Me, or this is like when Look at Me is like.
This is like before Look at Me. I mean, Look at Me is probably out at this time, but it's not there.
So this is before like the mugshot and everything, like.
Yeah. This is before the viral mugshot. This is like, so I interviewed him like the week he was out of jail. Like he was in jail. He came out of jail for like a week and then he went back to jail.
Right.
And that's when the viral mugshot happened.
Right.
So I interviewed him like the week he was out of jail.
Wow. So that like quick little.
Yeah. That quick little fucking
Window.
pocket.
Right. So boom.
Thank
So
God.
y'all link up. Y'all do the interview. And did like as soon as you did it, you knew it was gonna like go crazy.
I
once
mean,
you uploaded it?
dude, I knew who like, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't know like who he was gonna become. I didn't know that. Like, I knew he was a big deal though. Like, cause it was the first time I seen it though. Cause like, I don't know. I knew it was gonna be big. I just didn't know he was gonna be like, I don't know.
What it turned out to be.
Yeah, it was just larger than life. Like, it's just like, dude was a fucking unicorn.
So, how do you like, from like, you know, seeing things like that, how do you now like in 2023 see like artists and like, I wouldn't say like predict their trajectory, but like how do you see like qualities that you like in an artist nowadays? Like,
I don't know. It's funny. It's funny that you asked that though, because I'm kind of thinking of all the artists that I've seen lately, and like they all have like little like traces of like X, but like in like unobvious ways, you know. Like it's like all like you know BLP culture.
of course.
Yeah. So like I met him at the Den one time. Like
Shout out to Alex.
at a show super early. Yeah. Shout out to Alex. Alex is super dope. He's doing super sick shit.
It's my guy right there.
But yeah, so I met him at the Den, and in my head I was thinking to myself, like, I don't even know if I said it to him. I was just like, yo, this dude kind of reminds me of X, but like just in like I don't know.
Like you're saying, like in like that star quality, or just like the uniqueness that like he pulled up with.
Just the way like his mind works, I guess, like the way he, like the things he was talking about, I guess.
Cause I remember like Alex was telling me that like he's like a more reserved type person.
Yeah, he is. He is.
What was he talking about that made you think that?
You know what's funny is I can't even remember, but I just remember thinking to myself like, damn, this dude kind of reminds me of X for no reason, like
That's kind of crazy though.
just like you know, just I don't know.
Maybe an energy.
This could be, well, familiar energy.
Yeah,
It's crazy though, cause BLP got a lot of Israeli fans.
really.
Yeah, like no, because when I seen like the footage
That's
from the
fucking
show,
awesome.
you see a big ass fucking
That's
Israeli
amazing.
flag, like they
That
was
is
going up.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, man, I'm happy for him, man,
Yeah,
for
no,
real.
he's going crazy. That's awesome.
Yep, and it's like it's crazy how he took all like that energy that he was receiving of like the hate and the jokes, took it and like people are actually taking him serious now.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I mean honestly that's like perfect. That's like best case scenario. Like you start rapping and you get a bunch of haters. Like that's fucking best case scenario.
Yep, because at least they're talking about you.
Yeah, you need that.
That is crazy. So like any other artists that you've seen that like, you know, have caught your attention in between like this time? New artists maybe you've seen at shows or anything like that?
New artists I've seen at shows. I'm trying to think of like shows I've even been to. I don't know. You know, start saying some names and maybe I'll think of somebody.
That's the thing is like like all the people that I could just think of on top of my head, I feel like they're like already established and like we know them very well. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
for example, like what?
like Mikey Moore, like or it's just Mikey. Like
Well, I mean, you know,
everyone
he's got that.
Yeah, everyone knows Mikey.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like who else?
Yeah, Mikey's
I
dope.
think that might have been
Now-
my first interview I seen with you was a Mikey Moore.
Okay, okay.
Now new artists that like out of Broward that I'd like think are pretty dope.
Yeah.
Clutch the God, like you know, I like the
Okay.
way he performs. He's real dope. There's this rapper named Jonathan. And it's like his rap name is Jonathan, and I tell him every time I see him, I'm like, bro, it kills me.
Yeah.
But his music.
Oh, you know who I like?
really
Lord
good.
Treasy.
Lord
Lord Treasy's fucking dope.
Gotta put me on.
Lord Treasy is fucking sick.
Gotta put me on.
He's
for
like
that.
he's like a doper Mike DC.
Mm.
He's like Mike DC, but like more dope.
Damn.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's do you know Mike DC?
Mike DC.
Mike DC, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Does he have like the green tape or
No, he's got long hair. He's he's like friends with Denzel. He did that one song with Denzel Curry. That something. How does that shit go? God damn it.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
Rick James, the Rick James song. Is that I see like Rick James? Is that what it is? But yeah, he's like Mike DC except like better. That's kind of fucked up to say. But Mike DC had that Donald Trump song. Hoes on my dick
Nah.
like I'm Donald Trump.
I gotta tap in.
And he performed at fucking Milo Yiannopoulos' event and got canceled.
I Google
funny.
fucking
He's like openly Republican.
I Google Mike DC Donald Trump and it's bringing Mike Pence.
No, it's DECE.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me find, bro. But
We
yeah,
did just follow Lord Treasy though off your recommendation.
Yeah, no, Lord Treasy's fucking sick.
yeah, we'll play some Lord Treasy.
You gotta listen to
We'll
North
play some Lord
Korea.
Treasy on Saturday for sure.
That shit's fucking gas.
Now, how do you find like new music nowadays? Like,
Oh,
or how do you
honestly,
consume music?
Oh
period?
damn!
Nowadays,
That was a commie.
nowadays, all I do is fucking just listen to Apple Music on shuffle.
And just like old shit, new shit, recommended.
Whatever comes up, you know, it's like cool, like it sounds good. Also, TikTok.
TikTok got some shit.
TikTok fucking ruined my fucking music taste completely.
You were doing what trailers for people at one point?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. At one point, I was when I was living in LA and shit was rough, and I was shaking my ass for change on the internet.
But hey, you was hustling though. I mean, motherfuckers was paying for that shit.
Yeah, I feel guilty about that shit though. Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah,
Why you say that?
cause it just wasn't worth it.
Bruh, honestly, it is kind of dope to be sitting here with you. Because I have, like, 2 instances where, like, we never really directly met, but we have, like, met in certain instances. So the first time you were on Periscope on live, and you were doing, like, I think, like, music reviews for, like,
Yeah.
$5-10 or whatever. So it wasn't my song, but it was my homie's song. And, like,
Okay.
Go ahead.
we submitted and we're on the Periscope, and he's like, all right, I'm about to play it next. And, like, yo.
It was ass, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't that it was ass. It was the mix that was ass. Like,
Then it's ass.
bro, he heard it from the first 5 seconds. He's like, "Yo, niggas gotta work harder."
I'm sure he didn't say those exact words.
Yo,
man,
sorry.
shout out to Mars. for the
sorry,
honesty.
man.
I
yo,
love
we
that.
was motherfucking
Don't
crushed.
dare say sorry for that.
I'm
we
so
was
sorry.
crushed.
Don't you
I'm
dare say
so
sorry.
dude. Honestly,
you know what?
That's just not cool.
No,
That's
but
just
it
not
was,
cool.
but it was true. It was true.
I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
That's just not cool.
Honest opinions. That's what they were.
Yeah,
paying
yeah.
for.
Honest
what we were
opinions,
seeking.
honest opinions. But
Oh
like,
no, that's terrible.
Word.
I don't know. I don't know. I've just changed a lot.
You just appreciate more when people like you now, as opposed.
I
to
know. I just
you know, with the-
appreciate effort and like how hard it is to actually try to do something. Like I just appreciate that a lot more.
But when someone tries to do something, do you go, "Oh, that's really good," or do you go, "Oh, I
No,
appreciate the effort you put in"?
I'm still extremely honest about it. Like my homie makes
then
music. My homie makes music, and like it's fucking so bad. Like I tell him all the time. But he's delusional. So he's just like he's just gonna keep making music. And you know what? Good for him. You know, good on him.
That's
You know?
crazy.
Delusional
But
people do well.
the second
Yeah.
time,
No, and I tell him that too. Because like I don't know.
the second time it was at Velvet Velour, and you were with Abyss, and my homeboy, like I'm chilling. You feel me? My homeboy, he got like drunk,
Yeah.
and this nigga's like, "Oh shit, that's Mars right there,
Yeah.
right?" So I'm like, you know, I was already like, you know, kind of getting tapped
Yeah.
in. So I'm chilling. Like I pretty much already know most of the people, so I'm just
Yeah.
chilling. And this nigga just walked straight up to you, like a ball of fire, like, "Let me get on the podcast, dog." And I'm like, "Yo, excuse me, my friend." And you were like, "Yo, what the fuck do you even do?" Yo, shout out to my. He knows if he watches this, he gonna know who he is, bro. And
I feel bad. I'm sorry, dude.
you know I love him to death, though. That's my bro. But those are my 2 Mars interactions before, you know, this actual official meet. So
Yeah.
I'm real happy that, you know, you came to the platform and like.
No, I appreciate that a lot, and it's crazy because I don't see myself like that at all. And like I fucking self-deprecate all the time. I just hate myself. So like,
Damn.
my bad. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny though is that like you say that, and I feel like a lot of us who like are in this side of it kind of do feel like that, because it's like that's why I like to go out to these shows and shit like that, because you gotta remember what the fuck you do and what you mean to.
But it's like I can't even accept it, dude. I don't know why. I can't even accept
So
it.
you just not good at accepting the love.
No, I hate it. It makes my skin crawl almost.
Damn.
Sometimes. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Damn.
I hate myself.
Damn, dog.
It's so dark. It's
Damn.
so fucking dark. But yeah.
I mean, bruh, at the end of the day, if it's what keeps you there, but it'll slowly get there.
Yeah. No, I need to go to a therapist. Is what I need to do.
You got to find the right one for real. Cause
also, I don't want to do BetterHelp. I don't want to fucking text my therapist. Like, I need to go and talk to somebody. I don't need to fucking text buddy. Like, the fuck.
Because it could just be ChatGPT for all you know.
I just like not only that, just like I don't want to text somebody my problems. I don't even know. I barely know how to like express my problems. So like, I could never I couldn't put it into text.
What is it that makes it like hard for you to express your problems?
I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to express myself. I've always been like an introverted person. Honestly, the doing the interviews is it's kind of funny because I'm such an introvert. Like I don't talk at all. Mm-hmm. Like when I'm hanging out with people, like I just don't talk.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to talk. Like I feel.
I mean, what do you feel like is some of the things that like affect your communication?
I feel like my brain, the way my brain's connected to my mouth.
Because I know sometimes like people when they have problems voicing their problems, is that like maybe when they hear their problems out loud, they don't sound like problems anymore. It sounds more like complaining. So it's like you don't ever want.
I mean that could be part of it. That's probably part of it.
But sometimes you just got to just embrace that. You feel me? In that moment, if you're upset, you got to just handle that.
Yeah.
Damn, I like the direction that this took right here, man.
I think Gabe thinks he's a therapist.
Nah.
No, it's good though. It's good. I'm enjoying it. This shit's like therapy to me too.
You still in therapy, Gabe?
Nah, man. Shout out to Dr. Blum though. Shout out to my boy. If you ever need some shit, hit my dog up. Real shit. You're a good guy. But nah, right now I'm not doing therapy. I did like a year. I was going consistently and stuff like that. It's cool, like just to have somebody there to listen.
That's another thing though. Is like sometimes I don't feel like talking about it is gonna make me feel better.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just me being closed-minded about it.
So what are like some of the things that you do to make yourself feel better?
I get really high all the time. That's what I do. I smoke weed. I self-medicate. I just smoke, get high.
You like an indica sativa guy, or you just?
I only smoke indicas. Every time I smoke sativa, I get pissed off.
Really?
I'm like, why is the room so bright? What the fuck is going? Like I'm just agitated. Like I had some sativa the other day. Like I work at a dispensary, so there's a bunch of different weeds, and I smoked like some shit called Golden Goat the other day.
Mm-hmm. Golden Goat?
Yeah, and it's a sativa, and it just like it kept me up all fucking night. I literally slept an hour and a half, and I went to work the next day. I was fucking tired all day.
Yeah, that sativa do be having you up. Like you're like, I'm gonna roll this blunt to go to sleep, and then that shit 2 hours later, you're like, damn. What's a conspiracy theory that you believe?
Oof. There's a couple. I used to be a heavy flat earther. I'm not as much of a flat earther anymore. But still, there's times that I open TikTok and a flat Earth video is the first thing that pops up, and I'm like, I don't know.
It could be.
Kind of has a point. So maybe flat Earth. Flat Earth is probably the one I'll stand behind.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what made you kind of change your belief to decide the Earth was round?
I don't know. I really don't know.
The opposite of the.
He says he was a heavy flat earther.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like what tipped the scale?
Didn't you ask the question initially though? A conspiracy theory that he most believes.
And then he said he was a heavy flat earther.
So the answer to that question means you are still, right?
No, I used to. I was not as much anymore.
As much. So
Yeah.
there's a degree. And I only asked this out of curiosity because I recently saw something that actually almost made it make sense in like a Matrix sort of way.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't just like, oh, the world is like a flat disk. It was like, this is all of creation and it exists on this
Petri dish.
Interesting plan. It was a much better presentation of it than I had ever heard before.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, genuinely.
Like why do I think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's everything I'm gonna say right now is gonna sound fucking retarded. So I don't even
what
want
we're
to
here for. This is Minds Wide Open. We got a whole sign behind you and everything.
So like let's say hypothetically like what they want us to believe, right, is the universe is like flying through space at like millions of miles an hour. Why is the outside right now it's not like moving like crazy fast?
Centrifugal force relation theory.
And who told you that? Like Where did you get that
just made it up.
information? I'm saying though, but I'm saying like any answer you have for me, like, so where did that come from?
But you
who
could
told
say that
them?
The reason I say that is because the first thing my mind goes to is like, why does water stay in a bucket when I spin it upside down? You know what I mean? It's like, just because I don't understand it doesn't mean there couldn't be an explanation.
No, but I understand. I
I'm
can
not
understand
disagreeing.
that.
I'm just answering your question.
Okay, but I could understand that. But then it's like, so you're telling me that the globe is just basically like we're like that's why the water stays on here, because we're just spinning like so fast that the water's just staying in?
I would say that gravity is the reason for the spherical shape. That's what always fucked me up about people trying to get me into flat earth theory is like, well, I know that gravity moves one direction, inward, right?
Yeah.
And everything has gravity, meaning time and circumstance will eventually turn any large mass into a sphere because it's being pulled inward from every direction at the same degree. It seems inevitable that it would create a sphere. Everything has
You're
gravity.
so fucking eloquent. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you laid that shit down.
That's why I never believed in it. For one simple fact, it was because I thought the center gravity of Earth was why it was circular, or any planet.
Oh, but see, if the Earth is flat, space doesn't exist.
Well, I don't think space or time really exists.
Oh shit.
So then the Earth is probably flat.
Sheesh.
Why couldn't it be round if it's either?
Wait, round.
If neither exists,
Round.
how is it flat and not round?
Round as in a globe.
Yeah,
Round as in a globe. Okay.
not round as in like a
Shape.
yarmulke, which is now what I believe flat earthers or the most intelligent flat earthers are actually trying to say.
Is that
and then
like-
all the dummies that follow them are giving it a bad name and image.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but the thing that really kind of threw me off of flat Earth is like
B.O.B.
no, it's no, but
Kyrie
yes,
Irving.
no, but yes. They did like some tests where they like flashed the light through boards that were like 17 feet apart, and like each board would have nested like like if
Well,
they're
no, that's the other thing is all those experiments keep disproving their own theory.
Yeah,
There's been no stronger theory more disproven by their own experiments.
yeah. So
Crazy.
I guess flat Earth is the one I believe in still. Whatever.
So
No
outside.
space landing?
Oh, space landing.
Don't.
Oh, that doesn't exist. I mean, if flat Earth, if the Earth is flat, there's no space.
So I think your first answer should have been the moon landing because that's a little bit safer than saying the Earth is flat because there's still slightly better chance for that one, right?
I mean, I guess I still think the moon landing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tapping out.
What's something that outside of getting really high? What's like another thing that you do to like kind of get away from work and like enjoy yourself?
Dude, nothing.
No video games, no nothing.
Oh, I play Pokemon Go on my phone, so I guess that.
It's pretty cool.
I guess that, yeah.
And like you actually go outside.
I miss
go
those
walk and
days.
shit.
Not so much. Not so much. I'm a delivery driver, so I'm usually in the passenger seat, and I'm just on Pokemon Go, just driving around,
Trying to catch a Geo.
Catch them all. Catch them all.
That's lit.
But yeah, I guess Pokemon Go is the only other thing that I do.
I would say that was the moment when all of humanity and at least this country was at one with each other.
Oh, that was the peak.
Like
When
when it
Pokemon
first
That
started.
was
Go
life's
dropped,
peak.
yeah.
For sure, that was life's peak.
Yeah, everybody was playing that shit.
Like people who punched me in the face in middle school were like, "Yo, did you catch this?"
Pokemon Go started settling beefs, year-long beefs. What's one of like your favorite moments from like the Mars Files?
That's so tough. I don't know. I mean, it's probably something that happened in LA, but it's just my memory's so bad.
I gotta say, you interviewed so many people that I eventually came to know of, and then when I looked back at your catalog, I was like, "Oh, he had them fucking 4 years ago, 5 years
Early.
ago." We got like Jaleel, Little
Yeah.
House Phone, Rico Nasty.
Thousand Van Fani.
The Rico Nasty one was pretty cool. I wish I would have brought my camera though, or my tripod.
Always useful. Was it audio only or?
Yeah, it was audio only. So was Cousin Stiz, and so was There's a couple down there that are only.
Shout out to Cousin Stiz, man. He's dope.
Yeah, Cousin Stiz is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wish I did those interviews better. But me and Cousin Stiz had a cool conversation about Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big Rick and Morty fan. I like Rick and Morty a lot, so.
You ever bring those clips back? Like, you ever post those anymore?
I haven't thought to post those. It's just those don't have video, so.
And
Fair.
if you an animated motherfucker, tap in.
Yo, we could AI some shit for that. But all right, best Rick and Morty season.
Best season, the most recent one.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting. 6, right?
yeah, just cause like fucking that was the one with Evil Morty, right?
Well, I mean, Evil Morty started in like 3.
No, but I mean like that was the one where they really like get into.
Don't
Evil
no spoilers. I didn't finish 6.
I'm pretty sure it's the one where they. Yeah.
They finished that storyline?
I don't think they finish it, but they get deeper into it.
I was waiting for that.
It's crazy. I've only seen a couple like episodes of Rick and Morty. I know the Soldier Boy song though. That shit
Soulja
hard.
Boy got a song.
Rick and Morty.
I know you
Rick-
don't want
Rick
to
and
think
Morty.
that hard while watching a
Rick,
cartoon.
Rick. Yeah, that shit is hard.
That shit makes you think.
Yeah, I don't know. I just seen it and it wasn't for me.
Damn,
It's not for
Dax?
everybody. Yeah, right? Dax kind of sucks.
Yo,
Honestly.
Hot take.
Honestly, I met him at a party in LA, and I was like, I told him, I'm like, yo, that shit you did with that little Peep shit, that shit you did with Peep, because Peep had just died, and he had put like a song out or something, like he had redid a Peep song or some weird shit, some uber weird shit he did. I was like, yo, that shit wasn't cool, because I was a huge Peep fan. Like I don't even know Peep. I was just telling him like, I was just being a fucking, I was just being a fan.
yeah.
I was just like, yo, that shit wasn't cool.
Yo, that,
And then somehow I ended
see
up
you
interviewing
not
him.
liking him based off that impression, but I appreciate you,
But
standing
didn't
your
he
ground.
like make like a video where he like put his phone number in there for Eminem to call him or some shit? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking weird.
yeah, it was a lot.
He's also like a compulsive liar.
he seems like he's got some things off.
Like he was telling me all kinds of stories I don't believe in retrospect. You know,
Sheesh.
now that I think about it.
Like on the pod and shit.
Yeah. He was telling me he used to be a janitor at a college, some shit.
He was literally just listing movie plots.
And I
That
used
was
to,
Goodwill Hunting.
I used to be a mailman, and then I thought, nigga, that's poetic justice.
Yo, they just left these crazy math problems on the board. I just started solving them. I don't know how.
And then this guy, he tries to bag this girl I'm with, and I ask him how he liked them apples.
They sent me to jail, but then they said, yo, you could either do jail or therapy with Robin Williams.
And that's what he chose. That's crazy. That's
Zali. Shout out Zali.
Yeah, shout
Yep.
out Ollie.
Is there anything that like you're looking forward to at the moment? Anything that's got you excited?
Not really, man. Not really. And it sucks. It sucks to say that, but not really. I'm not excited about anything anymore. My life is.
Yeah.
It sucks to say, but it's,
For what it's worth, I relate.
it's just how I feel. It's scary and it's sad and it freaks me out. I'm like, why do I feel like this? But
Yeah, you gotta find something new.
yeah.
That's what it is. So, when did you decide to actually like, bring the Mars files back?
I mean, it was never. The thing is, like, that's the thing is, like, it was never like not. I'd never stopped doing it. I just wasn't doing it consistently because I'm like so in my head about everything that like. I was just in my own way. I was just literally standing in my own way. Like I could have probably interviewed at BLP Kosher if I wasn't like in my own head.
Right.
Like, you know, like if I would have just been like, yo, let's set up an interview, let's do it next week, you know? But I just wasn't. I just wasn't like that at all. And I'm not that kind of person. Like I don't do that. Like I'm not like, I don't know. I wish I was like more, like, I don't know. Sometimes I see my homie and like he's very, like I used to be more like outgoing in that sense. Like I used to be like more excited to meet people. I've become jaded and I don't know.
You're pulling up a mirror. Tell me right now.
Both of us. No
Hey,
cap.
man, look, the reason I have hosts is so that I could keep doing this and not have that experience anymore. I used to do the interviews myself, but I couldn't. So, like, sometimes you just got to adapt to what you are at the moment and then let it unfurl as it happens.
Yeah.
Like, my adaptation to me not being good at that anymore was okay, I need consistent hosts.
Facts. So, is there anything that like anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anything before we get up out of here?
Shout outs.
You just asked his worst nightmare.
Shout outs. I mean, shout out to everybody that subscribed to my YouTube channel, I guess.
Amen. All 5,000 plus.
Yeah, almost 6. We're almost at 6.
Amen.
We're like 5, 8, 9, 4.
Coming soon.
589 is what I see for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So
With only 174 videos. That's like, that means you're not even doing shorts.
No, I'm not. I wanted
With shorts?
Yeah, I know. I honestly,
To the
I have
moon.
a bunch of content that I can still repurpose. That like but it's just like I have to.
174 videos of it.
Yeah, I just have to pay the guy on Fiverr to fucking do it, and it's just $50 every time.
Not anymore, friend. There's this thing called AI. We're going to talk after this.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Shout out. Actually, you know what? Shout out to Cuban Poppy. That's my homie that I was telling you guys earlier that sucks at making music.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yo, shout out to Cupid Poppy. Send us your music.
Facts. That's his name on
On God.
Spotify and all that.
Yeah. It's Mr. Cuban Poppy, but I'm pretty sure his Spotify is Cuban Poppy.
We're gonna find them. We're gonna find them.
Yeah, check him out.
Yes, sir.
I'll find him right now.
Yes, sir. But you already know what time it is, man. This has been the Florida Vibe Directory. Wait, Luke, you got any final statements, questions, anything you want to bring?
No, just that I've said this to Mars before personally, but I was inspired by his content to, start the Florida Vibe Directory interviews in of
And
themselves.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. It's like I was telling him earlier, it's hard for me to take compliments, but I appreciated it. Like I understand where it's coming from, and I appreciate it.
It's just genuine.
Thank you.
It's just a fact. I'm
Thank
not
you.
like,
Yeah.
trying to make you feel
I'm just
any
like
type of
so
way.
weird, like and awkward. Like I can't take the compliments at all. But thank you.
I think you're going
Thank
through
you.
a phase or something, man. Like
I don't know.
I see your future. It's gonna be fire.
Yes, sir. And we will be supporting every step of the motherfucking way, man. You already know what it is. This has been the Florida Vibe Directory. I do go by Gabe Avelli. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead, keep liking, share, subscribe. Get down with the get down. You already know what it is. We will be back very soon with some more content. Let's go.
This is so dope.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamar Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You're now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.